After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. It is Monday, July 17, 2017, and you are visiting us here in the PHN Woman Cave. It is episode 267 of Pen, Hook, and Needles. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I am Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. It feels like forever since we podcasted.
It does, and I wasn't sure we'd be able to podcast today either. But here we are. We've had our vacation, staycation retreat. We're back.
She didn't tell me she wasn't sure we were podcasting this week. That catches me by surprise.
Good. Nice to keep you jumping. Anyway, welcome to the Fun Woman Cave. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. She did not say who you were.
Yes, I did. I said I was Franciscan Gypsy.
What's your name?
Talia.
There you go. I have to put a little tag on her. She forgets.
Meh.
Meh. Okay. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We thank you for joining us here in the Woman Cave.
Fun Woman Cave.
Fun in the Woman Cave. We are glad that you spent some time with us because there are a lot of people you could be spending time with, so yay. Mm-hmm. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. If you are new, we hope you find something that you like and that you will return and keep coming back. And if you are returning, we're glad that you are coming back. That makes us very happy. If you are in the shadows, please feel free to join the Ravelry group so that you can be eligible for prizes and alongs and things like that. We can always be part of the alongs. You just can't win any prizes if you're not in the Ravelry group because that's where we choose the prizes. And if you watch us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe on your left. The button's on the left. Okay? We do have a couple of new members who joined officially, so we want to welcome them. We have Fightin' Zaggy, who is Leanna. Welcome, Leanna. Sorry if we butchered that. Fightin' Zaggy, I think is what it is. Welcome, Leanna. And Renan Gale, who is Rena. Welcome, Rena. Welcome. And Rena is a friend of Sue's, Family Divas. So yay, I'm glad you took her up on her invitation. We're glad to have you with us, and she's really sweet. And I did see your PM just before we started recording, so I will get back to you about that as soon as I get a chance. Okay, I'm really bad about that. I'm really behind because of vacation, so I'll try to get that as soon as possible.
Don't jump into promotions or longs yet. What's in your mug?
In my Tortoise versus Hair mug, and I have to go right-handed so I can show you the important one.
The unimportant one.
Tortoise versus the Hair is my Thai tea because I have a bit of a headache. We're having some weather today.
And I'm a little bit tired because I'm trying to get back on night schedule again after being a week on day schedule for vacation.
And this is the first time I got up at 4 o'clock without sleeping. Well, I guess I got up at 4 o'clock what the day we went and got you, but I'm tired as well. This might be interesting.
So, the Hair versus Tortoise mug.
Tortoise versus Hair. Tortoise versus Hair.
And I am drinking. I just got my new Plum Deluxe
today or yesterday. That was.
It was when I was gone.
I thought I took it out of the mailbox the other day.
So, this is a new to me tea, Summer Picnic Herbal Tea Blend. I probably should grab something with caffeine, but I wanted to try new tea. This has apple pieces, hibiscus, spearmint, raspberry leaves, rose petals, natural watermelon essence, love and gratitude, no caffeine. So, I feel like you can taste the peppermint, and maybe it's the watermelon I'm tasting too. Hold on, I'm going to taste a little bit again, and I'm going to pass it on to you. Yeah, this one I'm tasting. The watermelon and the peppermint.
That'd be interesting. That's kind of an unusual combination.
It is unusual. The watermelon's actually quite strong in it, I feel.
It smells something. I think it's watermelon and a peppermint. Definitely peppermint. Oh, I like that. That's really good.
It's very unusual.
It is. That's really good. That's an eye-opener, even though there's no caffeine in it.
Right.
And this might be a 2-cup a day, because I just feel like I need another cup of tea after I'm done. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk about the kits at the Tortoise vs. Hare?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move on to that in just a second then. All right. Let me move forward to... Let's see here. I'm sorry. I have something in the beginning here that I can't talk about yet. So just give me a second. Okay. Victorian Studio Podcast. Okay, I mentioned this before, but I wanted to say so again. Victorian Studio, who's our own Maureen from the Victorian Studio Podcast, has an Etsy shop now, and she's selling stitch markers. I don't know what else she's selling, but it is open, so you might want to check that out. We have a yarn code, a coupon code from the Yarn and I, who is Cappy, and I don't want to say it on. Well, she said I could say it anywhere. It's I see red, I believe.
Like I see dead people, but I see red.
I see red, and I'm not sure how long it's going. It's for the cardiac read along, and so if you, I think it's for us and for. I'm sorry, Sheila. The Never Cast Off podcast. So
I think you need more tea.
I think I do. I am really out of it. I was falling asleep in the Adoration Chapel today, which I never really do. So in any event, we had that coupon. I think it's 15% off anything over $25. She's got that beautiful scarlet yarn up for sale now. I think she has 8 skeins. So you might want to check that out. It's perfect for the cardiac read-along. It's a DK weight. It's a single ply, I think it is. That's what's called single. It's a single ply. And
yes, if it's not more than one ply.
And it has 240, I think it's 240 yards. So you might want to check that out. It's really pretty. And I'm not sure if it's called Scarlet or I'm Scarlet, but it's definitely Scarlet. There's like 8 skeins in there. So if you want one, you need to get there really fast. It's really pretty. Okay?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's pretty.
It is.
I was on vacation, so I really wasn't on the internet.
Well, she didn't put it up until Sunday, which is why I didn't buy it yet.
Oh.
Okay, now
I slept most of Sunday.
So thank you for that, Cappy. Cappy has been very supportive of our alongs, and we'd like to be supportive of her shop. So
yes.
She has beautiful, beautiful yarns, and she has supplies and stitch markers and all kinds of things. So you might want to check her out. Mm-hmm. She is also having an along that's going on all year, January 1st through December 31st, which is the 1, 2, 3 for me cal. That's the number 1, 2, 3, the word for, the word me, and then cal, KALCAL with the hashtag for Instagram. And I'm assuming that if you're doing it on Ravelry, you don't use the hashtag. She didn't say. Okay, and it's anything that makes you happy. It's dealing with mental health and mental health awareness and things like that, depression and stuff like that. So anything that makes you feel happy. Okay?
So if bunnies make you feel happy.
Turtles.
Owls. Bunnies make people feel happy.
Laura's going to smack
Bunnies
me.
are little things of happiness.
Laura's going to smack me because I keep saying owls.
Bunnies, 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 bunnies.
Okay, now I'm going to skip this from the Tortoise vs. Hare because we'll talk about it in a little
Did you say Tortoise versus Hell?
No. No, I did not. Your ears. Oh, hello there, Ninja.
I heard his little ninja feelings.
No, I didn't.
Because you call him Hell.
I did not.
Tortoise versus Hell.
Oh, there's something wrong with you. And I know that Heidi is giggling her head off. Undead Heidi. Heidi.
Because that's totally what I heard. I think that's what the rest of you heard too.
And Heidi packing knits. Hope you're feeling better. Okay. All right. I will get back to the Tortoise versus Hare in a second. But right now, the Harry Potter Cal, this Victorian Studio podcast with Maureen, and that's going on all year long as well. And anything that is Harry Potter related. Okay, she's very accepting of different kinds of projects, and if you can make a what's the word I'm looking for? If you can make a case, make a case for it being Harry Potter related, I'm sure she'll accept it. So all her rules are in her group. She's a wonderful podcast. You might want to check that out. You do have to be a member of the group to be able to be eligible for the prizes.
My bunny looks like he's drinking a cup of tea. I'm a little punchy right now.
I'll give you a punch. Can I punch her, Valeria?
No, it's not nice.
But I want to. Make me feel better.
It's violent.
Not for me.
How is it not violent for you and violent for everybody else?
It's not hurting me.
Go back to your show notes.
I'm really tired. Okay. The Whip It Good Cal is in 2 podcast groups. It's Undead Yarn. Oh, I'm sorry, it's in 3. I have it in 2 of my notes, but it's in 3. It's Undead Yarn, a Crocheting Hoovian podcast, and Bookish Stitcher podcast. And that's our other...
Yes, Jeanette.
In my defense, I haven't done the hard cal yet. So Jeanette, poor Jeanette's probably like, oh, I've forgotten. She's not. Okay. The Whip It Good Cal is what it says. You're going to work on your whips, finish them, take them off the shelf, dust them off, and complete them. Okay? And I don't know what the rules are. I think they're a little different in each group. Just check out the Bookish Stitcher podcast, the Undead Yarn podcast, and the A Crocheting Hoovian podcast. Mm-hmm. Okay, and they will tell you what the rules are. I'm pretty sure Laura's rules are similar to ours. I don't know about the others. Okay. There's a Stash Reduction Cal, which is the Never Cast Off podcast. That's Sheila, Blue Yarn Always, and Deb's Destiny, who's Debbie. And that is in conjunction with the Fiber Pusher podcast. And this is a cal that is also running all year long, and it flips who is hosting it each month. Okay, so one month it might be Never Cast Off podcast. The next month it is Fiber Pusher. Okay, but it's together. Okay, and essentially you're trying to reduce your stash. However, if you win a prize or you buy some yarn, it's kind of like Weight Watchers. It goes back up again. So this is a lot of fun. My brain is not wrapping around that right now, but it's really fun to watch people go up and down and yo-yo. Yo-yo, right? Okay. Do you want me to do the other cal now? Because we're going to be long. All right. Now, the thing that we have the Tortoise versus Hare cal, which is Crocheting Hoovian, and she has graciously asked us and B-Wing, who's Brittany of A Comforting Crafts, to co-host with her, which was really exciting. We're really happy about that. And that's running July 1st through September 30th, like our cardiac read-along, okay?
I need to remember to put my bunnies in Brittany's group as well as in Laura's.
Right. Okay, now the kits. We've spoken about the kits before. I know you've been kind of waiting for this. Okay, I finished dyeing the yarn for the kits, and if everything works out, we're hoping to be putting up the pre-orders in my shop, Lady Fernico Creations. We're going to be putting up the pre-orders. Let me just find where I put this. Okay, here it is. From Wednesday, July 19th through Saturday, July 22nd, 2017. Okay, so we will open up as early as possible on the 19th. I might even open before I go to bed July 18th. So keep your eyes peeled. Okay, and it will stay open through July 22nd.
Not literally peeled. That'd be really disgusting, but you know.
Yes. It'll be finished on July 22nd, very, very late, or maybe in the wee hours, the early hours of the 23rd, okay? Now, what is going to be the kicker for this is that I'm waiting for pictures, okay, from the bags. We do not just have bags, physical bags, like I had last time from Anne, because we were waiting on everything to come together. So I'm going to have photos that Anne sent to Laura, and Laura's sending them to me. Okay, but I do have the yarn. Now the packages we will have, let me just explain what will be available. There will be 2 options like there were for the 5-year podiversary. There will be a skein of Lady Fernico Creations yarn with a medium silver shed bag, or a skein of my yarn with a large silver shed bag, and it will either be tortoise or hare. So you're gonna have to specify: are you a tortoise or are you a hare? Okay,
Hares.
Tortoise. The skein of yarn will be a sport weight. It's a long sport weight. It's 328 yards, I believe, and there will be 4 colors. You don't get to pick the colors. Okay, it's going to be a surprise. I will show you what's available, but there will be no picking of the colors. Laura and I thought it would be really fun if you just kind of got surprised when you received it. So I will show you the colors. 2 of them you will recognize, and 2 of them you will not. Okay, here, this is just a package of them, okay? Now, This one is a fairly new one, but no one has it yet. And this is it's a brand new day. Okay, so that will be one of the colors that you might get. This is Magic Lagoon. Okay, another one of my new ones. This one people do have. Some people do have this one, but not many. Okay, and the next two are brand new. Okay, this one is Sweet Dreams. It's kind of blown out. There's purples in here, purples and blues, and kind of a pinky
It's
mauve.
really pretty.
Okay, and this one might look like Lady Diva, but it's not. This one is not for the faint of heart. Okay, and
It's much brighter than
it's much brighter than my Lady Diva. This has got hot fuchsia in it. Okay, so there are these 4 colors, and you will receive one with the kit, and it'll be a surprise. Okay, so that we thought that would be fun. Okay, so what you will get, and the prices will be in the pre-orders. Okay, I kind of know what it is, but I'm not firm yet because I haven't heard from Ann yet. But a long skein of sport weight Lady Fernando Creation yarns in one of these colors, and a medium or large bag depending on what you chose, and either a tortoise or a hare, again depending on what you chose. So you have to choose whether it's a large or a medium, and whether it's a tortoise or a hare. Okay, and I'm hoping to get these pre-orders up by the 19th, given everything coming together the way I want it to come together.
So come on, hares, order.
Go tortoises. So I hope you like the colors that are available. 2 of them I did specifically for the along.
Laura, you will not be able to be Switzerland if you order. Unless, of course, you order both. In which case, you're still Switzerland.
Yes. Okay, so that's and the tortoise
Or
versus
Sweden,
hare.
or both.
Tortoise versus hare has already started and it's going really strong. And I'm sorry that I'm kind of dropping the ball, Laura. I cannot do a lot of crafting right now. I had to pull out of a test knit for somebody that I really wanted to do because I just can't do it right now. But
Somebody, not me.
yeah, I will. And that person's been very gracious about it. She knows who she is, and I really appreciate it. And I love her dearly.
I just didn't want people to think there was a test out for me that wasn't out yet.
No. It's an actual knit test. And she knows who she is, and she's a sweetheart, and I love her dearly. So that's no problem there. So yeah, the tortoise versus hare is pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of smack talk going on. It's a lot of fun, and I will definitely get the pre-orders up as soon as possible. Okay, so I think that leads us into the cardiac.
It does.
Right along.
I have facts in my room. I've forgotten to grab them.
Okay, do you want me to give what the
Do you have your envelope thingy?
what?
The
Oh, that's up there. No, I was talking about just the parameters.
Oh yeah, give the parameters.
Okay, so the cardiac read along.
Quick note: we didn't expect to really give much in the way of facts this week because this is our.
In fact, I think I said something about not doing. You said, "Oh, I have stuff."
Yeah, but it's in the other room.
Yeah,
and
so
my brain's not here.
We're off our schedule.
Yeah.
My husband's home and Davina's home, so it's a little.
Well, Davina's always home.
Well, yeah, but she's down here, not in the shower for once.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in the shower.
No, I don't think so. She was kind of wandering around.
Yeah. So we have.
She's off her schedule too.
Yeah, we have 2 co-hosts. Is that right? 2 co-hosts? We're doing it.
Cappy and
No, Cappy's not doing this with us.
Oh, Cappy's not doing this with
No, she's just being. That's what her support is so special. I mean, even when it was special when she was co-hosting with us for Autism Awareness, now she's supporting us and she's not co-hosting.
Oh, she's
with
just
us.
a sweetheart.
She's a doll. You got to check out her shop. Okay, she's got some beautiful things.
It's her buddy who's doing. Wait,
Yes,
yes, it is your buddy.
Sheila's her buddy. So co-hosts are Blue Yarn Always, who is Sheila, and Deb's Destiny, who is Debbie, from the Never Cast Off podcast, and they are fantastic. If you don't watch them, you should give them a try. They each have a shop. Deb's Destiny has a Ravelry shop for patterns. Some people won patterns. A couple of people did the last along, and they were really beautiful patterns. And then Never Cast Off. I'm sorry, Sheila's is Thank God for Bags. And she has some lovely bags. She does some kits with Cappy. And she also has those needle DPN cozies. So she's got a lot of nice stuff in there as well. And hers is on Etsy. Okay. The rules for us. Oh, I'm sorry. And I forgot Bookish Stitcher's Jeanette.
Jeanette, yeah.
And hers is the blue Guy Yarns, I believe, and I'm not sure if she's on Etsy, if she has an actual website. So Jeanette, if you could let us know where you're at with your yarns, that'd be helpful for us so we can know where to find it. She has some beautiful yarn, very pretty. She's very talented. Okay, the rules are as our usual: 1 WIP per project per week, 1 FO, which is a finished object. For those of you who may not know, when it's finished, whenever it's finished, even if you posted the work in progress. Please use red or pink in a significant amount of the project. And by red or pink, we mean shades of red or shades of pink. It doesn't have to be one pink, one red.
And if you make a bunny, you get to double dip.
If you use Lady Fluterco Creations yarn, you get to double dip. And I
well,
guess
it's not just double dip. If you do Lady Fluterco yarns, you get 2 chances. That's not what I meant by double.
Yeah. 2 chances for a prize for the finished object.
Although you do get 2 chances for a bunny as well, because it's one of my design. If it's one of my designs,
Right. Well,
it's a
and we found out during the autism awareness, since I'm now doing yarn, if you do my yarn and Talia's patterns, you get 3 chances at a prize, which is something we didn't realize until we did the autism awareness. But you're responsible for posting it.
Yes.
Okay. You have to make sure that you get that.
You have to be a
third.
responsible poster.
Right. And you need to put, if it's my yarn, please show the tag.
Yeah.
Okay?
Training wheels are off.
Yes. We've done this long enough. And since we do have 2 co-hosts, I am going to open that up as well for Jeanette and for like she doesn't dye yarn. For Jeanette's yarn, if it's red or pink, and we did say Cappy's. If it's red or pink yarn from either Jeanette or Cappy, okay, then it will also be for 2 chances at a prize for the FO only. But please do put the ball band so we know what it is, okay? All right, now let's see here. Okay, I don't know what you'll have to talk about that later. Because okay, we do have prizes coming in now, which is really exciting. I showed them last week, I guess it was, last time we podcast. Seductive Berry bought a skein of my yarn in the Lady Diva colorway for a prize. It's a fingering weight, and that is the really pale shades of pink.
And that would count as if you happen to have some of the Lady Diva. Say if you got
Sue.
Yep. Sue, you have Lady Diva. If you have that, you can make something for the cardiac read along. If someone gets that pink for their kits, they can use that for the cardiac read along.
Absolutely. I don't know if there's enough in the purple one, but
no, not quite enough.
I'll have to see. Okay, we have one more Delaque needle case that is from Lisa. Okay, that's a prize for the cardiac. We have those 2 little blue cute little skeins of yarn, 50 grams each, from Mama C, who's Christina, and Sue, who's Family Diva, has donated $10 or less downloadable Ravelry pattern. So we're well on our way to having some wonderful prizes.
So thank you, everyone.
And I think I have someone else that I haven't yet put in my notes because I've been gone all week. So I apologize to that person, and I'm very thankful for that as well. We're very thankful for that.
Yeah, you know that we don't usually skip a week, but I was out of state.
Yeah, and I was in and out of state, so I barely got on the computers. I hit Instagram occasionally, but you know. Okay, do you have so nothing about the cardiac other than that?
No, I hope to have a brain enough to go over facts next week. But yeah, keep making things red or shades of red
and pink
and pink.
Oh, somebody asked me on Instagram if I would be doing red or anything like that. I am intending on doing some yarn, if I can get the chance, for the cardiac, or alongs to see probably in fingering weight, so as not to take away from the kits that we have coming up, at least in the beginning. And I was thinking about doing maybe some reds and some pinks, maybe some combinations. I have to see what my time is.
What color is Heartsease?
Heartsease is, I have that up there.
Okay, this actual color you already have?
I have one already, yes.
Okay.
If we get more tea, I'll show it to you. I've shown it before. I do have a colorway called Heartsease, and it's sitting up there. And I know somebody, I forget which group, is accepting heart related yarn colors or patterns or whatever. So, as well as the red and pink and things like that. So, okay. So, do you have anything else?
Not I.
Okay. So, you want to head into rough drafts?
Yeah, let me do 2 stitches in this row.
And I do apologize for my disjointedness. I will be better in a little bit, I hope, with this tea. I may have to get a little more.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll need some more too. Okay. Let me take a look.
Because she's not paying attention. She's thinking about something else.
What did I miss?
Your show notes aren't up yet.
Well, I turned them off for a second.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't want to waste the battery. My battery dies so darn quickly.
Plug it in, plug it in. Oops. My Fitbit is... Oh, somebody's calling me. Or something. 154 is...
Oh, we can call... You can see the message later. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4...
If you are calling me, I'm
5,
podcasting. Sorry.
6, 7, 8.
It's a Virginia number.
How many do you have?
7.
Okay, so I go first.
Now, the coupon code that I gave you for Cappy's shop, Cappy, if that is incorrect, please let me know. I could not find your Instagram feed again, on your Instagram feed again, where you put the code and everything, and how long it was. And I saw it when I was on vacation, and I was actually in Philadelphia, so I don't know where it went. So if you can give me the details, that would be great.
So the first one is not its usual bag because it moved out of my purse while I was on vacation. It's in my autism awareness Kikiboo bags. This is the Christmas Peppermint Socks, which is the basic ribbed sock using magic loop pattern by Melissa Bayer. And I'm looking off to the side because that's where my show notes are.
Why are they so far off to the side this time?
Because I, that way.
We have to refigure out how to configure the room because we haven't done it in so long.
You think it had been like an eon versus
Well, you
2
know,
weeks.
you get out of your, was it muscle memory type stuff or whatever.
We have really bad muscle memory.
I have no brain right now.
5 years of barely missing a podcast. And
Yeah, but we didn't always have this setup.
So, basic rib sock using magic loop pattern by Melissa Bayer. Using dragonfly fibers in the base dragon sock, and the colorway is Stole Christmas. And I cast it on for Advent last year. I am almost at the point where I can close for the toe. For the first sock.
I did say it was a silver shed bag, right?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention to it.
Something wrong with you. That looks good. Look how pretty. Very bright.
So, almost there.
It doesn't... It's showing almost like it has brown in it. It doesn't have any brown in it. It's all green and red and cream.
It's because where the red and the green meet.
Yep.
Right there.
Valeria finished her Christmas socks finally. They look really pretty.
Yays. So,
I like these. They look like they're really thin, but they
do stretch.
stretch.
Because I was worried initially. I did try them on.
Was this 2x2 or 2x3?
I think
2x1?
I can't remember.
I can't really see.
It's been a while since I've done that part. I think it's 2x2.
Yeah. That seems to be a fairly common.
So, yes.
Okay, let's see. My next one.
Sorry, yawn attack.
Yawn attack. How rude.
I am rude.
Okay, in my Kikiboo Holiday Owls bag that Taya got me for Christmas a long time ago. This bag gets a lot of use. This is my Lemon Lime Fizz baby hat project, and I'm loom knitting this on the baby loom using a Cindy loom, and I love this yarn neon in yellow and neon green. Oh, there we go. And I did some progress on this while we were traveling. Not a whole lot, just some. Whoops.
He's a buddy.
It is.
He is.
That makes me giggle. Okay. There, so you can see that is coming along. I think you can see the green now as well. Last time, it wasn't very far along. I mean, it's still not very far along, but it wasn't far enough along for you to see the different colors. It just kind of looked like a highlighter yellow.
It still is kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, maybe this way.
I think it's just that the colors are so close.
They are, But you can definitely see it
In person, you can tell, but it's even so, it's subtle.
It looks almost like a safety yellow green or highlighter yellow green, but it's not. It's actually yellow and neon green. And this is kind of my go-to when my hands really do hurt, and so I've been working on this a little bit. I want to learn to make a turtle on this. Laura, concert. We need to develop a turtle for this.
I'm sure there's a turtle for it already.
I looked. I didn't see any except one little bitty turtle. It didn't look like a turtle.
Was there bunnies?
Yes,
Of course there was.
but not very cute. Actually, there was a cute one. I think there was a cute turtle as well, but it had a I have to go back and look. I was looking for some easy things to switch up with my hands. So, but anyway, this is really cute. And it's for charity, and it's fun. And it's Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. Just get.
Oh dear.
You need to stop that.
I can't.
You can.
Nope, can't.
Keep your mouth
Sorry.
shut.
Can't
Go ahead.
do it.
Go.
Nyeh.
Go, Gadget Talia.
So, spoil buddy, stop.
Mm.
No.
No, it's a turtle bump.
Uh,
Turtle bonk? What is it?
I'll
Turtle
bonk a turtle.
bump?
Bump.
Turtle bump, yeah. You know, when they pull their legs on their head and they go bump.
I was picturing a turtle actually like rocking its body back and forth and going boom, boom.
It was just like boom, pop. How is that possible? I don't think.
No, I
I don't know.
think they just kind of rock when that happens.
Yeah,
Instead.
they have to fall, don't they? I mean, they don't drag their.
Well, unless they sort of set their shell down and then slowly bring their. I don't think it's a sudden boom.
No, I mean, if they decided to, they could, I suppose. I mean, you know.
This
because they're
is
not-
turtles. They don't do anything suddenly.
But but they don't drag their undershell on the ground
Oh,
when they're
no.
walking. So otherwise, they wouldn't have an undershell.
I think more like you'd have a turtle.
They're too dignified. They,
Just because it's totally dignified to.
all my favorite animals are wise.
Anyway. Happy Snails Trails hat. The Bankhead pattern by Susie Gorley.
I like that.
Using
pattern.
Marigold Jen yarns, Worcester Merino superwash in the colorway Happy Snails Trails. And this is for charity.
That looks pretty close to color.
Yeah, it does.
I think we're just getting some blow out in the colors when it's brighter.
Mhm.
Because this is more pastel. It's pretty.
Yes. So, I know pretty soon I should be looking to close the hat.
Very pretty.
And it only got like a row and a half done, round and a half done when I was on the exercise machine.
Yeah, you've been busy, so.
Well, I only brought specific projects with me
That's just what
because I also had camera equipment to bring with me because I was recording the talks for the retreats.
No, that's not it. This one. I'm using all my Kickaboo bags today. Okay. This
And
is...
by all you mean like all three of them?
I have two of them.
You don't have three. Well, you mean, where's your,
I
you're
do have
using
a,
your
I do
T
have a
one.
third. It's up there, yeah. I think it has some hat in it. Okay, this is my Because He Asked Me project from the Tie Me Up pattern by Burnett Designs in my Kickaboo Puzzle Pieces project bag. I'm using US 3s and
Is
Chow
she
Glue
still
red
making
lace.
bags?
I don't know. I think so. So this is a red lace interchangeable needles, and I made a lot of progress on this. This was the one thing I was able to work on. And I haven't worked on it too much, but I did work on it when I was at my parents' house in Philadelphia for a little bit. It was really hard because my husband was sitting right across from me.
Himself is wandering around right now.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this away. You can see that this colorway is beautiful. It's called the Shire colorway. It's got a little bit of a, I might have to do some kind of a steaming on it or something because I think when I was trying to keep it from being seen, it got a little bit smushed. So I have an extra skein in here, so I have plenty of yarn. I'm going to have a fair amount left over, I think, because I only needed maybe 100 yards, so I'm going to have like half the skein left, I think, the second skein.
And you might hear noise in the background because Dad isn't usually home when we podcast. And it's not that he's noisy, but Davina forgets.
It is, yeah.
And just starts talking to him in her high voice.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
I'm sorry, she's so loud.
No volume control.
None whatsoever. In my Silver Shed USA. Okay, he's not much better.
No.
Hey guys, podcasting!
Excuse me.
In my Silver Shed USA Kitties in the News bag is a secret project. It is a design in progress. And, sorry, okay, so it is,
Okay.
it is a design in progress. It had to be restarted. So, starting back from square one.
Okay. This is my Brights baby blanket from the Malt pattern by Tin Can Knits. I'm using US 8s, these are child glues of course, and Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn in the Brights colorway. And this is a Knitting's My Bag. And I only did one row on this, I think, maybe two. When I was trying to see if I could, it was toward the end of the vacation, I was trying to see if my hands could handle it. Did a little bit. Let me see. So, you can see I made some progress on it. You can see the difference now.
I really do like that.
It's a pretty color. I'm going to have to get some of the... I didn't see any of this in Hobby Lobby last time we went. But I know they have a blue that's really pretty that I might like to do another one in. So, I'm making good progress in this when I sit down and do it. It's not hard. So, it's a very fun pattern. Okay. And I'm sorry, you're just going to hear noises. We can't ask my husband and my kid and my kids and doing it to be any quieter than they are. So we apologize for any extraneous noises.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so in my this is so heavy now. Gosh. In my fake Vera Bradley bag.
We saw Vera Bradley bags.
I'm gonna drop it on the floor. Hold on. I just needed to pick up my hook.
But I didn't want to pick one up because I didn't know what you wanted, and I didn't know if you could afford me the one I wanted to get for you. So, because I love you, but not enough to pick up a Vera Bradley bag for you.
You see, there are limits to her love.
Expensive.
I pick up nice stuff for her, and she goes, "Man, I don't love her enough."
You don't have to answer to anybody.
Yes. So, this is cornflour. Once I can find it in here, there it is. Which is the 7th pattern.
Oh, right.
By Kelly Van Niekerk. And I'm using Yarn Bee Baby Bee Sweet Delight in the colorway Cobalt. And I probably only did like a row and a half on this particular one.
It's so tiny.
I preferred not to work on stuff with DPNs when I was recording the talks because I felt like they could be heard.
Right.
The little needles clicking. So, for that purpose, this didn't get worked on that much. Because what would happen is I would sit behind the camera to make sure it was recording properly. And I would have my knitting on my lap. Or my crocheting.
That's turning out nice. You can see it really well.
I
like that pattern.
I love this pattern. And I've always liked this particular colorway.
Yeah, it is a very pretty color.
I've made at least one other hat out of it. So, yes, so not very much work on this hat this time around. Other projects got more love.
Okay. Okay, my next one is in my Cloverbird. Oh, we were saying that we didn't know if I had a Cloverbird large bag. I do. I think that
I didn't say any such thing.
That red and black one is Cloverbird.
Yes, but I don't think it's as large as my
I think it is.
Kissing Bunnies.
I think it is.
Kissing Bunnies is kind of an unusual size.
It's one of her standard sizes, though.
No, it wasn't. It was a brand new size. It was a sweater size.
Well, that's a sweater size.
No, it was actually like she set it aside as a sweater. Like it was a new size, and then she went out of business.
Well, maybe.
Or not went out of business. She closed the business.
We'll see. I'm not sure. It was one of her large. It was her large bag when I bought it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the Samwise Gamgee hat from the Angel Hat pattern by K.F. Jones. I'm using US 6s. These are Chow Goos, of course. And I made some progress on this as well. I want to say my tension has been a little dicey on this, but nothing that's... And it's not the patterns, it was me. But it is coming along. I'm well into the pattern now. And the colorway is Scenic Route, and this is Marigold Jen. It's really pretty. I like it.
I've been on a Marigold Jen kick lately.
Her yarn is so pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot to bring... if I have a little bit of a... well, not a little bit, a lot of stash enhancements to show, and I forgot to bring one of my dye racks. But it doesn't matter. It's too big to show anyway.
So next in my knockoff Vera Bradley bag is probably the project that got some of the most work done on it at the retreat, which is the Robin's Egg blanket, which is a building blocks blanket by Annie Dempsey.
What was that other colorway that was like this? The blue one that you just did?
This one? Cobalt.
Yeah. Oh, Cobalt. That's Cobalt colorway?
This one?
Yeah. The little
Baby?
hat.
Yeah, that was Cobalt.
Oh, okay. All right.
This, however, is not Cobalt.
This is
This is Lime Bread Pound of Love in the colorway Turquoise.
Right. It confused me.
And
This is a pretty pattern too.
yes, I haven't yet completed this pattern, but it got a fair amount of work. I haven't finished the squares,
You're starting to see.
but at least you can start to see the pattern
I'm a
now.
little bit challenged directionally. There it is.
So,
Yeah. Do you have other ones over here?
yeah, there's 3
Yeah.
squares.
Oh yeah, I see them. Okay. It's just a little too wide to show all of them. It's gonna be really pretty.
So, eventually the square will close up, and then it'll be repeating.
Is it like a checkerboard then, or?
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
So, and the nice thing about this pattern is it's written for different weights of yarn.
And that's nice because it gives you a variety of. You can just go into your yarn stash and not have to buy something.
Right.
Okay. Variety is good. Okay.
It's a spice of life.
I think this is it. Let me see. Yeah. In my Silver Shade USA, I think this is a medium, maybe a small. I don't know. This is one of Anne's bags. I won from I actually won it from Turbo Knitter and it was on Leading Man Fiber Arts site. This is the Stormy Seas from the Wind Branch pattern by Laura Smoot, and I'm using US 5s. And this is a hat. Can't see very much, but I've started. I like the way this yarn is working out. The yarn is by KR Dye Works. Actually, Kim Dye's yarn now. It's Kim Dye's yarn Brioche DK in Dark and Dangerous colorway.
Dark and dangerous.
It's really pretty. Makes me think of Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. Although his is purple.
There's purple in here.
Oh, okay.
It's purple, blue, black. I should have called it Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was his thing? Let's dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck.
Yes, we can tell you about the kids in the 80s and early 90s. So, yeah, this is a fun pattern. Laura writes a good pattern. I really enjoy it. I'm just slow on everything. It shouldn't take me this long, but it is. So that's that. Okay, your turn.
Okay, let me get my stitch marker.
No.
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 Spoiled turtle stomp.
Turtles don't stop.
No, they bump.
So the one that moved to my purse, which is Silver Shade USA, in the Autumn Leaves colorway, and I've started putting my purse project in a bag inside, just because I got tired of the yarn tangling.
Well, that makes sense.
So
And that's the other Kiki Boo bag I
Yes.
have. Only mine is dark brown.
this is Harry, which is Miss L's Basic 6-ply sock pattern by Miss L. And I'm using Nomadic Yarns Twisty Sport in the colorway Harry. And it's for the Harry Potter along.
I wonder if that's because it's Gryffindor colorways. Isn't Harry Gryffindor? I don't know.
I don't
about.
know.
I don't know.
I think he has a scarf this color.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
Watched, I think maybe one of the movies. I'm not sure.
That's a pretty colorway.
It is a pretty colorway. I think I'm probably getting close to having to think about the heel flap.
How long is the leg?
I had to look at the measurement.
Is it a shorty sock?
No. 6 inches from cast on.
From cast on?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So maybe
a
another
little one.
inch.
Yeah. Let's see. It's about 3, maybe about 1.5 inches.
Yeah. So this got some work, even though it didn't get a whole lot of work done.
Seems like it'd be fun because you just another stripe, just another stripe, just
It
another
is.
stripe.
Um,
Are they uneven stripes? Looks like the red
yeah,
is the biggest stripe.
the red is the biggest stripe, but the other 3 are the same size.
Right. That's kind of neat.
So,
Very nice.
and this was a colorway that I had gotten for myself. I think after I had a rough day at work.
Yeah, I think that's it because it was in the ball.
Yeah.
Was that the bubblegum ball or whatever it was? Lifesaver?
You know, Lifesaver was a different pair of socks.
That's not the same ball?
Well, it's the Lifesaver yarn is Stray Cats.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Are you done with that?
Yes.
Okay, in my Silver Shed USA Star Wars at bag.
AT-AT.
At.
AT-AT.
At.
AT-AT.
AT&T is a phone company. Anyway, this is my Mother's Day shawl from the Dead Easy pattern by Heidi, who is Knitted Girl of Undead Yarn. And this is a free pattern, although she does have one in testing now that might be paid for. I think it's in a sock weight, so it's awesome. I can't wait to see it. This is, actually I have seen it. It's pretty. I did a little bit of work on this, but not a lot. Because I was waiting for her to give me some additional information, which she did. So it's pretty, and I'm using Heidi's. This is all Heidi's yarn that I'm using,
Which is appropriate.
which is appropriate. So, and by the way, you owe me my pattern that Heidi sent to you.
Yes, I do owe you.
Yes, so I can put that in my. I have to print out a copy of that and copy it into my files so I can have it. So this is a really pretty, very simple pattern, and it's just pretty. I like it. It's very nice. So this is the free one, and this is in a sport weight, I think. DK, let me see. I think I'm using maybe 2 different. I'm using size 6s in the werewolf and which color base is it? That one is sport and one's DK. Heidi will tell me, or they're both DK, I forget. But I'm enjoying this very much. I look forward to picking it up again. I apologize for my voice. Okay, go ahead.
Alrighty, so in my Velveteen Rabbit's bag by Little Skein and the Big Wool is Rumpelstiltskin. It's the Oops the Bunny pattern by me. And I'm using Undead Yarn in the Batty base in the colorway Wild Rumpus.
Oh, this looks cute. This looks adorable.
So, I absolutely love how this is working up in a bunny.
It looks adorable.
So there's the face.
That'd make a pretty owl.
And
Make a pretty turtle, too.
I've started the body.
Very nice.
So, Rumpelstiltskin.
Hey, Laura, I think that'd make a nice turtle. Just saying.
I'm sure she's made a turtle out of it.
Yes, I'm sure she
Because
has.
there was a point when she was getting a bunch of that colorway.
Yes, there was. And it always looks slightly different,
Mm-hmm.
which is par for the course for hand-dyed yarn. It's part of the fun of it.
Right.
Okay. In my Knitting's My Bag Sea Turtles bag, this is a sweater size. This is Rainbow from the Biddy the Bashful Baby Turtle by Talia Fernandez. And I am doing this for the Tortoise versus Hare. And I'm using Lady Fernicle Creations sport weight in the Fun in the Woman Cave for the shell here. And I just started the red in the knit picks. Okay, so I haven't done much on here. I did like a half a row. My hand started hurting, so I stopped. But I did make some progress on it. I think once the weather eases up, I'll be a little better.
Very fun.
Isn't it? Fun.
Very fun.
I don't want to give this away.
So don't.
I want to keep it. I like the colors. Look at how it's coming up differently. This is more striped.
Well, it's because of the size of the toy.
It is, but isn't it cool? I love the way it's pooling in the shell. Okay, so that's, and I think I'm using a C hook. Yes, I am, a C hook with sport weight. So because my gauge is so loose, if I don't use a lot smaller hook, I end up seeing the stuffing in between the stitches. So I've dropped several hooks from what Talia has suggested or uses, and she has very tight gauge anyway. And I've also started stuffing a little less tight because a little less full because it shows up too much. Okay, you should have one more.
Yes, I do.
Excuse me.
And this is one I started last night. This is Snowball, which is the Baby Bunny pattern by Lorraine Pistorio.
The evil baby bunny.
It's not evil, baby.
Evil. Just watch the cartoon.
I'm using Cascade yarn, Cascade 220 in the colorway white. And this is a Silver Shred USA Pigs bag. Now I'm probably going to lengthen the ears per Allison's suggestion. But you probably saw me show this one on YouTube.
Where did Allison make that suggestion?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
When I posted prior to leaving on vacation.
Make her a lop-eared.
So I have
Looks like a booty.
one front leg knit.
How did you make? Did you just tie that closed, or did you? How did?
I start the cast on from down here.
Okay, but how did you make it? Why don't they do that all the time then for hats and things? I don't understand what you did.
I'm not sure how to answer why they don't do that for hats all the time. I think it just gets a little fiddly.
But you didn't have to seam anything. You just.
No, I haven't seamed anything.
Oh, cool.
Here's one foot. Here's the second one. Now this one didn't close nearly as well, but I'll be able to seam that.
No problem. Easy fix.
I'm going to be using this to make the toes anyway. So.
Oh, there goes my...
So yes, I've got 2 feet.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
Where'd my notes
Oh,
go?
you accidentally went to the internet. You probably hit a link.
Oh. Because I am not computer savvy. Yes, I am, but not really. Somewhere between Grandma and you. Okay, so are we done with that?
Yes.
Okay. Stash enhancements?
FOs.
Oh, that's right. But did you want to leave those until the end, or did you?
Sure, I can do that.
Why don't you show them? People want to see them.
Okay. So, I
just in case you were under the misapprehension that she was actually on retreat.
No,
This is what she was doing.
I finished one.
Hurry up and show it.
At Grandma's.
Show it.
Before I even got to retreat.
Show it.
So this is Baby Girl.
So cute.
I actually really am happy with how she turned out.
Yeah, I think it's a nice gift.
So this is for my friend who's having a baby girl. I need to send her on.
What does she do?
I have to look at the text.
Yeah.
And she's made out of Marigold Gin and colorway Cherry Blossoms.
That's
and I
adorable.
still actually had a little bit of yarn left over.
For a square?
Oh, I know, it's already in a square.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Very nice. That's cute.
Now this one, you'll recognize from Cinna. And I did run out of yarn for this.
But it looks like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yes, the knit picks is a little bit bigger.
That's funny. That's great. I like that. I take this one.
Can I show him off?
No.
This is Jersey Boy.
Joyzy.
He was mostly worked on in Jersey
He's so cute.
on the way to retreat.
He's so cute.
So
He's adorable.
and he got finished.
First Command F.
First Commandment.
I have no idea.
First Command
Sorry,
F.
guys.
So yes, got 2 bunnies finished while on retreat,
Very nice.
and then of course started Rumpelstiltskin.
And
Well, no, this Snowball got started here.
yeah.
Mrs. Fernandez, this is Kelly. I'm calling from Zachary's office at First.
Anyway, so let's just talk over the message.
Okay.
I've got to finish 2 bunnies. I just brought a bunch of worsted weight yarn with me and would pick colors at random. So yes, and that message is still running. There we go.
They never call except when we're doing something important.
Yes.
Okay.
So bunnies.
They turned out well. This is a little smaller, isn't it?
Yes. Am I quite sure why?
Because they're both Marigold Jan, right?
Yes.
Are they both the same weight?
Yes.
That's strange. And of course, this just amuses me to no end. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a patchwork bunny.
He's cute.
Yeah, because I ran out of
Franken
yarn.
bunny?
I ran out of yarn in the middle.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. All right. What's next?
Royalties.
Okay. I have quite a few, actually. Let me see. I have to go off camera for a second. Okay. Okay, how many do you have?
Well, I have what you gave me in the bag, which I'll just show together.
Uh-huh.
I have the tea and then one other thing.
Okay, I have a few things, but
So here, let me show mine first, because then you can have an uninterrupted spiel.
all right, well, show whatever and tell whatever you didn't bring with you or whatever, because I have things I didn't bring either.
I don't think I have anything I didn't bring with. Let's see. So I had my Plum Deluxe arrived, and you saw the 1 tea, the summer picnic. I also got Oregon Breakfast Decaf Tea, which is an old favorite. And Tea Break White Tea, which I'm looking forward to trying. It's
that's interesting.
white tea, orange peel, tangerine essence, honeydew melon essence, love, gratitude, low caffeine.
I feel like doing a Seinfeld. Why is it white tea if it's not white?
Give me my tea.
Give me my tea. My bunny. That's a lot of tea. Was all that in the kit? All in
Well, yeah, every month I get 2 teas and a small one.
Cool.
Here, maybe you'll behave yourself if you hold Jersey Boy.
Maybe they're not likely.
Oh, then give me Jersey Boy
No.
back.
Nope. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
So,
It brightens up my outfit. He brightens up my outfit. He? Jersey Boy, right?
yeah. You don't really call a girl Jersey Boy.
Jersey Boy.
Noisy. So, I got a Nightwing shirt, which is awesome.
You want to take the size off over here? There you go. I hope I got the right one.
Well, I figure I have the other one, which I can wear during the day. This one would be good for nighttime.
I wasn't sure if it was the same day. I thought you might have had one. I was like, I don't care.
Hey, I can't complain about a Nightwing shirt. So, this really nice journal. And it also has like areas to write the date on it and Bible verses on each page. And then this is fun.
We saw this and we was like, yes, we have to get this.
I couldn't afford a therapist, so I decided, hey, why not start a podcast?
I'm not sure what kind of bird that is, but it looks almost like a cowbird. Although, I don't know about
I think it's just a random bird.
It's pretty fun.
So, there's that. And then, beep. I got a Liturgy of the Hours, which I'm not going to actually pull out of here because
It's a 4-book set.
it's a 4-book set. which is basically what Liturgy of the Hours is. It sets by prayers based on the Bible, like Psalms, for each day of the year, and it's that way everybody's praying the same prayers.
It's a liturgical
throughout the
prayer.
world, yeah.
It's a liturgical prayer, but it also has something called Office of Readings, which will be based on biblical readings and or on like doctors of the church, fathers of the church, things like that.
So basically, all over the world, people are praying the same Bible verses together. So
And I pulled mine out. I have to get the my guide for it because I have been out of practice. Mine's not as big as hers. I keep telling her I'll switch because I can use the larger print.
no, you can have mine. This
Sure.
is special memories to it.
Yes, I can't have that one. But anyway, okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. I have some things that I don't have with me. My husband and I we were doing some shopping like at the outlet mall, and basically we didn't go with the intention to buy anything. If we saw something, we'd pick it up. He got me a couple of skirts. I'm wearing one of them. I don't know if you can see it. The skirt here. So yeah, I can't really show it to you, but anyway, I got two skirts. One's white and one is this color here. And he picked me up some racks to put my little jars of dye. If it doesn't work really well, he can use it for something else. But for now, I can put, because I use the little ones, I can put like 2 or 3 in each row up, so that they're all in the same place, and I can see when I'm running. Because right now I have it in a little bin, and I can't see anything. So he got me some of that, and I won a pattern from Heidi from Undead Yarn for my Terror the Sea Turtle pattern, and project, yeah. And I didn't. I forgot to write the. Oh, I think it's called the Anne Julie Cowl by Hilary Smith. I don't know why I put it way down here, but anyway, I think that's what it's called. And so I got that, and then Talia is the same designer. After she gave this to me, I went and looked for bunnies, and I sent her a whole bunch, and she picked up that bunny because I didn't want to buy her one without her looking at him because she's very particular. This is the Knit Turtles Poke and Shelly, and it's supposed to be really easy. And I'm going to try to do the magic loop with this because it's made for magic loop. Aren't they cute? They're turtles, and I can't get it up enough.
That's enough. They'll see.
So, and there's nothing on here to tell you. There's no pattern on here. It's just notes. And this is worsted weight yarn, so I'm looking forward to trying that. I got some yarn to do my dyeing and some cotton yarn to tie my skeins. Okay, so that's the kind of quasi not really interesting type stuff. This is not. Let me see, get this out here. I got some books. We went to this little town. It's about 45 minutes away from us, give or take, maybe an hour. It's called Berkeley Springs. It's actually in West Virginia. And they had a library, and they were having a sale, and we picked up some books there. So I got this Making Gift Cards and Scrapbooking. And because these ones I'm showing you right now were nonfiction, it was however many books you got, you halved it. And we had 4 nonfiction books. The nonfiction books were $2.
Nice.
So this is scrapbooking and card making. And this one is just greeting cards. And Brittany, I may be in touch with you later to talk about basic greeting card stuff.
Okay, you totally don't need that book. Not the one you're about to show. You do not need that book. And I need to smack you.
No, you don't.
There will be violence. That is ridiculous. She does not need that book.
This is
I feel strongly about this.
This is more for recipes, and this has heart menus, heart recipes and things.
Okay,
that's one of the reasons I got.
Permissible.
Oh, well, yes, that's permissible. Listen to her. And this is very Christian based. It has, prayers and...
it might be based on... I know that the typical... There's like AA, there's one for people who...
right. I know that I don't have to lose a lot of weight. I know I have to lose a little weight. And so I am very...
Did you hear the eye roll? Because I really wanted you to hear that.
No. This is something basically to get me back on track. I am well aware of what my limits are. I know the danger signs because I've been there, so I know that. So I just am not happy right now where I'm at. Then there was, I picked up the slow cooker book. You know how they put them in the aisle so you just kind of see it as you're on your way out? I don't even know what's in here. Talk about an impulse buy. I showed it to Daddy, to my husband, and he said, buy it. So, let me see here. That's more yarn. Pick these up. These are
Nice.
They were at Hobby Lobby. They're the last two. So I got those. Do you have a preference?
Oh, you were...
I wasn't, but you can have one.
Thank you.
Took mine.
Oh, well, you said, did I have a preference?
Took mine.
Did you hear her? She did say, do you have a preference?
She took mine. She knows what I like. She took mine. This is what we do all the time. We'll say, do you want this? Do you want that? And then if they pick the one we like, if the other one picks the one that is liked, there are pouts and bunny stomps. This is a gift from Talia, from the retreat. This is Our Lady, Queen of Apostles. You can tell by Jesus holding a little scroll. This is very
Which
Pauline.
is the gospel that you're supposed to be giving to the world.
Right. We're both Pauline, so that's that. And this is Jesus Master, Way, Truth, and Life. And this is a picture, this is a mass card from Father Tom, who was in charge of the Holy Family Institute, which is my branch of the Paulines. He passed away just recently, and I did put him in the prayer request book, so, the prayer request list. So he was something else. Very smart man. I was reading his biography that they do for the obituary, and he was very smart.
I need to tell you a story later that Father Matt told about him.
Okay, moving on. Talia got me something else, and I know this is a little religion heavy, and I'll move on in a second, but I have to show you this because I like it. It makes me happy. I've been wanting this statue. I want to find a full size one.
It might be hard because this was made in Italy.
This is made in Italy.
This
is Our Lady.
By a nun.
This is that picture I showed you. This Our Lady, Queen of the Apostles, again with Jesus with the scroll. And it's wood. And it's got a medal in here. I can't read what that says.
No, it just says it was made in Italy.
It's metal though.
Yeah, that's all it says.
You can see the bottom of it. Isn't that pretty? It's absolutely beautiful. I have to put that away. Okay, now, the other things I got, getting back into the other things I got, because I got it, and we didn't spend that much money, it just seems like it. This is the other thing. Oh, before I get to this, Davina gave me this. It was a belated anniversary gift that she gave me. I don't know if you can see this. So I haven't worn this but maybe once. And then we were again at Cracker Barrel the same day that I picked up the you want to call them stitch markers. The same day I didn't pick up the tape measures there. I had to pick those up at Hobby Lobby. I was looking there for the tape measures. Look at this, Heidi. Look at this. It's like sugar skulls but for owls.
The heart doesn't go in the center. It needs to go off to the left a bit.
I don't care. I love it. There was a black one, but we like the white one better. So this is I guess it's the Day of the Dead. I'm not a big fan of sugar skulls, but I love this. And my husband loved it. He bought it for me. He actually picked it up. He said he had it already in his hand. He said, you want this? I said, yes.
You guys did a lot of impulse buying.
My husband knows me.
Well, I hope so after 30-some years.
Laura Smoot.
Oh my gosh.
Laura, this is the Maltese Pug. Okay? Anybody know the reference? You should. It's an old movie reference. This is the Maltese Fug.
Well,
the Maltese Thug. This is the Maltese Pug, the stuff that dreams are made of. I think that's what my husband said the quote was.
Yes, it is.
So my husband saw this when we were wandering around the Potomac Mills and the outlet mall. And he picked it up for me because I love pugs. So this is going back up in its place. Yeah. So it looks like we bought a lot, and actually we didn't. The yarn stuff is for the shop, basically. And everything else was either discounted or something. I didn't really buy much of anything. So,
the pug in a little bit there.
yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for that.
So that leads on to autobiography. There's not much I can really say about Retreat. It was an amazing experience. So I'm trying to get back into my show notes. There we go. But it was just a wonderful week, and that's really, I'm not going to say too much more about that.
Right.
I did get more religious books that were just actually given to me by the priest in charge. But again, they are very specific to the order, so
Right.
it is in my bag. It just amuses me that they call it UPS.
Yes. I always. They have one called UPS, and they have one that's BM.
And that's just, the name is actually in Latin,
Yeah,
but
it's
they
in
just
Latin.
shorten it.
And they shorten it, so we know what it is.
What also amuses me is they're talking. We actually had a good laugh about it during the retreat, because one of the quotes from the book is something like, "Without prayer life, you can kiss holiness goodbye." And we're like, "There's no way that's actually in the book." And we looked through, it was like,
And
"Oh,
it
that's
is.
actually in the English translation."
And that's the book. That's the book that they give us our thoughts for the day on.
But it amused me because I was like, "That is actually in the book. That wasn't the priest paraphrasing. That's hilarious." Anyway, I have been doing a lot of Agatha Christie reading.
Listening.
Listening to audiobooks. I'm trying to listen to them in order. And at some point I've read most of these. Actually, I've read all of these. Mysterious Affair at Styles, which is the first one that Hastings brings Poirot in.
I'm listening to that one now because I'm listening out of order.
And I forget who reads that one.
I think
it's
Hastings.
I think it is Hastings. Murder on the Links.
Hugh Fraser.
I know. Actually, the one I have from Mysterious Affair at Styles, I think that Poirot was reading.
Right, you were saying he might have been, yeah.
Murder on the Links was read by Hastings. And I've always liked that one. Then the only one that I hadn't listened to before was actually a dramatized version, and it's Adventure of the Christmas Pudding.
Yeah, I don't think I've read that one.
And then I'm currently reading Poirot Investigates. And I've got on the way it's supposed to be, it's in the suggested reading, it's supposed to be read before the next book I have on my list. And it's a book that's set during Poirot's years as a Belgian detective in the police force.
Right.
So he's a lot younger there.
And I want to read, somebody had mentioned in our previous podcast about the autobiography, she had a link.
And
so I want to get that.
I believe I've read it in the past, the autobiography.
That I have not, so I want to
this is actually Dan and Kay's fault. Partially because they had started talking about Poirot.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was Mom's fault because she started listening to the audiobooks.
Yeah. Like listening to them because I can do other things. Okay, we did a lot of things for our week, but it was basically kind of a stay/vacation. We bookended the staycation with being out of town on the weekend because we had to drop Talia off in New York. We spent a day in Philadelphia. Well, not a day, about half a day overnight with my parents on either end, and visited the monastery on either end, and then came home and we did our bopping around with home base here. But we just were busy all the time. Mm-hmm. So we did a lot of stuff. It was a lot of fun. We tried out some restaurants, went and saw some places that we wanted to see that hadn't, we've been here for 18 years or whatever, and we had never been there except to be through it. So that was kind of fun. And I'm I did a little writing, but not as much as I would have liked to. Especially, I didn't do any during the last week. The writing I did was before, between the podcast and then the weekend, because I just didn't have time. I did do some reading. I'm still reading A Draw of Kings for the second time, and I'm reading Mary Queen of Apostles, so that's good. And that's basically it for autobiography. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't.
Okay, I think we're podcasting on Monday again next week, aren't we?
We should be.
Okay. I want to just remind you about the kits. Keep an eye open for the announcement for them on the threads and such. These are the 4 colorways, one of which will be in the kit. It will be a surprise, and it will either be a large or medium bag of your choice, and also of your choice whether it will be a tortoise or a hare. The yarn will be kind of a grab bag kind of thing, okay, because we want you to be surprised. All right, and so just keep an eye open for that. I'm looking to get that up by the 19th, I hope. I still have to work out the logistics with Anne and with Laura. Okay, and you will be hearing more about that on Laura's podcast. I believe she's podcasting either this afternoon or tomorrow, because I was talking to her last night. Okay, so we hope to see you back here in the Fun Woman Cave. We wish you a very blessed week full of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever it is you like to do, and we hope to see you here again next week in the Fun in the Woman Cave. It's the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 267, and that's a wrap.